My opinion about this essay, I think Farang tax is something that has been here in Thailand for many years. The purpose of this tax is to collect the money from foreigners that using services in Thailand. Some of them just have enough money to visit our country because they wanted to see Thailand culture. Even some people in Thailand think that this isn't fair for the foreigner to pay more tax because they are from other country. I found out that we have some law say that the consumer has the foreign right of possession the right to a fair context. Even though we have a law like this one, but some of us still ignore it. They compare the foreigner to the import products that from different countries that expensive. I don't like these ideas that take advantage of the foreigner. Foreign tax is a part of a market price that will help Thailand from economic problem. It's also a discrimination to the foreigner that came to Thailand. There are three reasons that I get from my teacher, and he is also a foreigner. Firstly, the fact that the difference between the Thai price and the foreign price is usually very small, suggests the grumbling is more about fearing the money, a feeling of being discriminated against, a feeling that no matter how long they've been in the country, they will always be treated as and identified as foreigners. Farang. The real economy is born out of simple economics. My reason number two is important to look at the Thai economy in its historical context. The mistake Western critics tend to make is to compare it side by side with that of the UK or the US. Thailand's capitalist economy as it exists today is very immature and is sort of pseudo capitalist economy that presents itself as such but operates quite differently in many pockets of the country. My reason number three is the idea of all foreigners must be rich. The idea of them being rich is wrong to begin with. Some of them barely have enough money to travel between countries. For example, I went to the market on Sunday with my family. I saw some foreigner buy vegetables from street vendor, and seemed to be disappointing from it when I get a little closer to them. I hear the argument between the foreigner and street vendor about price of vegetables. It seems the foreigner want to bargain the price as equal as the normal price. I get a closer look at the price a lot cheaper than the price of the foreigner. I feel a little unfair for him to pay that expensive because he is the foreigner. And next year we are opening ASEAN, so I think it would be a good idea to get rid of this kind of thinking, this kind of thought. If we continue to use this method, it will be a lot of trouble for us to live as an ASEAN that from if we have to improve our country. So this is the best way to improve it. Thank you for watching.